All right, so let's do some mini braids. My hair is freshly washed, conditioned, and blow dried. And I'm going to be, of course, refining my parts with my Kelly Logan Braid and Lock Gel. And this is going to help you to flatten your roots as well as refine your parts. I know I say the same thing on every video, but I try to just assume that anytime I make a video, a lot of times it's going to be someone's first time watching my videos. So I try to cover everything in every single video. That way, if someone hasn't watched my video, then they will still get all of the vital information. So I am going to be giving you guys some of my best tips for getting the most out of your mini braids. I've done these a few times and I've learned a lot along the way. So be sure to watch the whole video and listen to my tips. And I promise you, your next set of mini braids are going to be bomb. So I'm using my Kelly Logan conditioning curl cream as well as my hair and scalp grease on the length of my hair. Like I said, I just washed it and blow dried it. So I wanted something that was really going to nourish my hair and keep it moisturized. And, but I didn't want to use anything that was going to wet my hair up too much. So I wasn't going to use like a gel or a mousse because I wanted these to stay stretched. I notice whenever I don't stretch my hair out, the braids have a frizzy look. And I'm trying to avoid the frizz on when I braid them. So I'm just using low products with low water content. Another thing is I'm doing that the brick pattern of parting to help to make these look more full on the sides. That's for me, that's my that part of my hair is less dense than the rest of my hair. So I focus on that, especially on the sides. Another thing that I do is this time around, I didn't want to leave out too much baby hair because I feel like when you leave out a lot of baby hair, your style doesn't last as long because when the edges get frizzy, it really ages the hairstyle and the hairstyle doesn't look, nice and neat anymore. So, and that's one of the main things. So I braided closer to my hairline. Like that first braid, I didn't push it back so far and swoop it. I made sure that I braided it close to my hairline. That way all of those little small baby hairs weren't popping out. So for the top of my hair, I always like to bring these towards the front and make a little bang. I feel like this is the most flattering way to braid my hair and to frame my face at the length of my hair and for the shape of my face. I really like to do this little braided bang. And if I do twists, I like to bring those to the front as well. Once my hair gets a little bit longer, I'll probably do a middle part or a side part. But for now, until my hair starts to kind of grow into my eyes where it looks weird for me to do a bang, I'm going to always do this little braided bang. Honestly, for most hairstyles, I feel like it's all about just framing your face the right way. I hear a lot of people say, oh, these won't look right on me, but they look so good on you. And honestly, if you just know how to finesse it, you can make pretty much any hairstyle look good for your hair type and your face shape if you just know how to frame your face and make your hair lay properly. And of course, that's according to how you like it. So play around with these. I've had a few people tell me that, their hair isn't dense enough. And what you can do to work around that is you can just leave more of the ends loose. So you see some of my ends are loose, but I just like to do that to make it look a little bit more feminine. I feel like it looks a little bit more feminine when you leave like a little bit of the ends loose. And also this little bang, I feel like that makes it look more sleek and feminine. So, but if you feel it's not dense enough and your hair just won't look as dense when you do this style, just leave some of those ends loose. And you can also do the boho braids where you take pieces out and just define the curls to give you a little bit more volume, and make it look the way you like. So now I'm parting the back of my hair, and a lot of people ask me, like, how do you part the back of your hair? Honestly, just using mirrors and taking my time. So this even as you can see by looking at my looking at that little door, my shower door, the sunlight comes in into the shower, and as you can see, it's nighttime now because that little door is no longer light. So yeah, it was evening at this point, and I was like, you know what, I need to get these braids done. So I wasn't too focused on the parts and trying to make them perfect, but I still did a pretty good job. So I am going to slow this down a little bit to try. I know there's a lot of girls that just can't braid. So I try to slow it down a little bit so that you can see what my hands are doing. But honestly, you're just going to have to get in there and kind of figure it out. I honestly can't remember when I learned how to braid. That's funny. I honestly don't remember when I learned how to braid. I just started doing it. Nobody showed me. I just started doing it. So let's see. I've covered just about all of my little tips that I wanted to give you guys. I do want to remind you that you can purchase any products that you see in this video at kellyloganhair.com. All of the products are formulated by me, and they're formulated for kinky, curly, and coily hair, specifically for our hair. So you can get all of your hair care needs at kellyloganhair.com. So I will also be doing a couple more video on mini braids. One, I get the comment a lot where people are like, how do you keep them from going all over the place? And I'm going to show you how I tie my hair up at night and how I hold it down to make sure that my hair, the roots of my braids don't lift and they lay down. So I'm going to do a video for that. And I'm also going to show you a couple maybe a couple hairstyles that I do as these age a little bit. I'm trying to get as much time out of these braids as possible. I know I'm definitely going to leave them in for at least 4 weeks, but if I can get 6 to 8, that would be even better. So I think at this point, these took me probably about, without the breaks, probably about 7 hours. So now I am just putting a little bit of my Max Hold Styling Jelly on the ends to curl up the ends a little bit and give them that nice look. And I'm also going to show you guys how I was able to put my hair into a claw clip. And I was so geeked, y'all, because I've been waiting for my hair to be long enough for me to put it in a claw clip. And all I did was just bought a smaller claw clip and put it in a ponytail, and I was good to go. And I've been wearing it like this with these clips and with the claw clip. And y'all, you can't tell me nothing. I'm so excited that my hair has finally gotten to this length. So I'm going to do this style, and then I'm going to show you guys how it looks in 2 low buns. These are kind of my go-tos. I love these styles, and that's just a little bit more grease that I'm going to put on my scalp. I also put the grease on my roots to avoid any type of white residue from my braid and lock gel. But yeah, this is my 2 little space buns, and you can leave out some pieces to give it a little bit more style. But that's it for this one, and I hope to see you all in the next one.